You say that critical theory replaces the free exchange of ideas, and you mentioned this earlier on in the podcast, with party cliches, propaganda, and sloganeering. And so the faculties of critical thinking have become dulled.
Yeah, and I think that's one way in which you see it mimics kind of cult behavior. You think of when you think of people in cults, they might have it's almost they probably wouldn't call it sloganeering, but there'll be certain mantras that they might repeat to kind of keep them from maybe acknowledging the something that's wrong and that's going on, or to convince them of the truth of the power of this cult. But I think sloganeering is effective in that way, right? That it gives us a place to hang our hat without having to think more deeply. We see this with love wins. The quote of the slogan of to support LGBTQ pride. Love wins. Well, that's such a land grab to say that this is the side of love, and that the people who are supporting traditional marriage are on the side of something that's not love, which actually is hate. But that slogan, I think, the more you repeat that, then the more people just say, well, I don't want to think more deeply about this. I don't want to be shamed. And there's a lot of manipulation that's happening there, right? You don't want to be on the wrong side. You don't want to appear to be unloving. You've got maybe there's an angry mob that you could potentially see coming after you. Maybe you might lose your job. Maybe you'll be considered impolite. You'll be seen as being judgmental and therefore held to a higher standard. And so your own sins, you have your own shame, and you don't want that to be a focus. And so you think, well, if I can just have this shortcut to virtue. There's a whole host of psychological things that I think are happening in that sloganeering process, but they're effective because oftentimes it's harder to look at the truth. It's harder to look at the truth about ourselves, to look at the truth about the matter at hand when it's controversial. Truth takes effort and work and discipline, and sloganeering takes little effort.